Alright then, so slowly getting toward the end of the first chapter here. I believe I can probably get to like the end of it and like kill Mother, so shouldn't be too difficult to do, I don't think. Alright, so we're basically gonna go to this chapter here, or sector here, and I'm gonna basically save my scrap until we do so, basically, to like, you know, do upgrades and stuff in case there's something I want to buy here. Alright, so this is a healing station, Admiral. For a price, we'll heal your wounded with our magic. Not using our service could be costly. I don't know, sir. Sounds a little sketchy to me. Alright, so basically I'll note this as like a very interesting event because essentially I can basically like, you know, not pay her and she'll basically like injure one of like your officers. Or you can basically like, you know, pay her just a small sum so you can basically like, you know, avoid like, you know, issues happening. So we'll pay a small amount. Here you are. We have performed our ritual. You should see results soon. So yeah, basically like, you know, give her a small little scraps. Basically it's just like, you know, hex us. It's basically the idea of like that one right there. I'm basically doing that, by the way, at this point because we're basically sort of playing a little bit safe because there is like no more like, you know, shops basically on my route basically toward the cluster boss. And you know, I want to actually, you know, win the chapter if I can. And let's just go here. I'll go to the shipyard last because, you know, get my repairs and stuff done. In case there's like a battleship like this popping out. Scrapper, sir. Incoming transmission. Nice looking ship. It'll look even better busted apart. Alright, well. Interesting. So, I'll note that the Scrapper ship has something called a core blaster. This is a very powerful weapon that can basically damage, like, you know, a lot of, like, you know, surround, like, you know, units by a lot if, like, you know, one of your units is about to get destroyed. Essentially, like, you know, if I had, like, you know, this used in, like, say, like, you know, my frigate here, for example. My frigate basically has, like, 100 health. So, if I was basically using this myself on, like, you know, one of, like, you know, these guys next to it, he basically would deal, like, you know, 50. Because basically, like, you know, that's like half his health. Plus 25 for 75 damage on anything who's near him. So this is a very powerful weapon to make use of. Definitely on like a full health unit. Even on like, you know, my units, like, you know, he's like, you know, these boomer drones, for example, still is useful because basically like, he'll hit like, you know, what would that be? Like, you know, say 11, 30, like, you know, 6 damage basically with like just the boomer drone here. And also does explosive on top of that, so very powerful indeed. So you gotta watch out for the core blaster. And yeah, we'll take you around, why not? You can just go right here, or here actually. Let's just go like this. Let's get you right here. You guys can go around here. I'm just gonna chase these guys around. Just catch whoever you can, I guess. Now I will note, by the way, if these guys basically blow up on me, I'm not really too concerned about it because they don't have enough health really, but you know. Let them come, basically. Oh, because fighter. Alright, I want you to go this way. You're in range first, guys, so just attack them. Nope, I'm attacking the asteroid here, so we're doing damage to that first. Oh yeah, I can use this by the way as well to like kill this guys too, so we just drop this right here on this guy. Yeah, I know these fires are basically coming back soon, so gotta watch out for that, but whatever. You know, if possible, I want to basically avoid these guys getting killed, so... We'll just go like this. There we go, blew that guy up without blowing myself up. He's slowly dying. Yeah, even though, like, you know, he explodes on me, it's not going to go through my first hull, so it's fine. Did he just use his weapon on me? I think he did, because that's a really big explosion basically hit me there. Now, not by the way, the dark matter can be somewhat useful here, basically to, like, you know, prevent my guy from being hit here if possible, so... Well, somewhat useful being the operative word, but, you know, not entirely useful. We can drop this here, I guess. Came for that first hull pretty fast, and they're going after my damn thing over here, so... Awesome, we got through the first, like, layer. You know what? I really should be showing off the Impaler at this point, so... Let's get my Impaler out right here. Basically, the Impaler can attack, like, you know, at range, so... As long as he's on the field, he'll be basically able to attack. I don't like the fact that he's right next to these guys here, but, whatever. And there's, like, the Impaler basically attacking over here, so... Doing its thing. Boom. Oh, I think I'm about to lose this cruiser here, but oh well, it's gonna happen, I guess. Yeah, that's basically how, like, your Impaler basically works. It's like an artillery barrage at, like, you know, long range. A little bit of damage there to, like, this guy, but, you know, I can repair him up at the shipyard, I believe. Damage to the tanker, sir. Just as a scrapper attack written all over it. Check it out, Lynch. Yes, sir. I try to think what happened to its crew, but we're in luck, sir. Those scrappers missed some Neo-N and refueling tech. Now, note by the way, if I basically didn't have, like, you know, access to, like, the fuel scavenging efficiency, we basically would, like, you know, not get, like, we basically get, like, a free tech there, but, you know, since I basically, like, you know, had it already, it didn't really matter. By the way, you should always have, like, these guys basically set up, because you can't like, ambush, like, enemies, and, like, if you do, you know, you basically want to be able to ambush them and get, like, the damage for them, so... We'll just leave it right there. Now, nope, I'm just gonna go away for a moment, so... Just, like, you know, kind of recording here for a moment, so I'll be right back. Alright then, so... Welcome to the title screen again. So I'll know it's basically a new day when I'm basically like, starting this recording, but well, let's just continue on from like, after that like, last 10 minutes basically we did for like, the previous part there. Hopefully I can get to Mutter, defeat her. Alright, so I think we're basically ready to go. So I've got like, no more like, shots basically on the way here, so. Well, let's go to the shipyard here and we'll basically do our last buying and selling, so to speak. Incoming message. An Imperial ship. We don't get many of those our way these days at the clinic. What can I do for you, Admiral? Let's ask more about the clinic. Tell me more about this station. Before the shutdown, this was a hospital where we treated patients with all kinds of mental problems. Omni inferiority complex is probably being our bread and butter. Omni envy, a serious problem for citizens of the Empire. But that was then. Now the clinic is little more than a refuge for a few of us human doctors and our families. It's not much, but we call it home. Admiral, if I might, this could be a good chance to help the officers and crew with some of their problems. Problems? Sir, some of the crew are starting to worry that their emotional linked memories are never going to come back. Talking with a shrink, a psychiatrist I mean, could do them some good. Now, I know, by the way, if like, these guys were injured, this might be worth doing, but, I don't think this basically helps us to do, and you have to actually pay scrap to her if like you do it, so let's continue on. Your crew doesn't really need help. I see, Doc. We won't take up any more of your time. Well, just to make sure you move along, Admiral, you should know that we have a plasma nuke aimed right at your ship. Try anything, and your ship is going to become well acquainted. Catch my drift? And she seems so sweet at first. So yeah, basically she's well defended and stuff like that, but whatever. Alright, so we're basically at that point where like, I won't be able to basically buy or sell anything anymore. So let's see what I want to do. I probably want to basically like heal these basic guys up over here, so we'll probably do that. Anyway, so you can repair your guys here, so repair. Alright, now I know this guy basically has a couple like, squadrons I could buy here, so there's basically some more like, Minofighters, but basically, does the inertial drive and all that. We already like know what they're all about. And we also have apparently a prototype of inertial drive. Honestly, that's like a really weak thing for like a drone to have, because like, the drone can't really like, do a lot of damage like up front anyways, I don't think, but whatever. I guess you want damage, they're like, they are a little faster, I guess, these drones than like the fighters. I'll note these fighters basically, the thing about them is that they like only move at like 1 cell per turn, so these guys like are twice as fast basically, so there is that good thing about them. Alright, so there's like the kinetic converter, there's basically the guy's fuel generator. If I basically want to like get one of like, these like auxiliary systems, it's probably a good idea to get right now, so let's get the kinetic like, converter, because that'll basically help my weapons basically charging faster. And buying some fuel would be a good idea if we're going to go up to the Omni Forge, so let's just buy some of this right here. And is there anything I really don't need right now? That's the question basically to ask myself. Basically everything in my like arsenal basically has a purpose, so I'm gonna say no to that, but whatever. Alright, let's just keep going on. We're gonna go basically up to like over here, and I'll basically show off what this like, Omni Force here is all about. I never actually showed it off in the Air 2 sector, so we'll do so now. I like the fact that the quest is on the same place there, so hooray. Alright, pirate ship. I'll be honest with you, Admiral. I'm gonna need a good reason not to end you. Alright, now note by the way, if you basically say, like, you know, if you offer the pirates chances to surrender, they'll basically attack you. If you basically, like, you know, say you're gonna turn the armies back on, they'll probably attack you because, like, you know, they're having a grand old time basically raiding people without the, you know, Empire stopping you. But, you know, let's just offer, like, you know, we'll say we're trying to turn armies back on, I guess. Don't attack, our ship is perhaps the last hope the Empire has to turn the machines on again. What makes you think I want those things on again? Those anti-pirate armies made my job almost impossible. You're going down, and you're going down hard. Alright, so our first pirate fight. Now, I'll note that pirates are pretty interesting because essentially they'll, like, you know, get reinforcements. And they basically have, like, you know, advantage, like, you know, star bases usually, so there's that as well. They also capture stuff faster, and they also have an extra officer. Now, there is a weakness for these guys as well. They can only deploy, like, you know, like a couple squadrons as opposed to, like, you know, the, like, you know, amount around, you know, stuff I have, but, you know, whatever. There's a flak cannon there as well. Alright, interesting. This guy's got Battlefield Autocrafter. What this does is that when I basically blow up one of his ships, he's going to basically craft a drone basically to fight, so that'll basically happen. And he's got battleship shield shielding, so basically he'll be able to shield himself. Interesting, there's an anti-battleship barrier over here. I'll note, by the way, is this like a capital thing to basically get in this game, so we'll basically want to try and capture this when I get a chance to. And let's just see here. I think to fight this battle... There's the Impaler, by the way. Let's just put this guy back here. You can, like, you know, fire at, like, you know... You guys fire at range, basically, at this stuff. That's his job. Put these guys here, put these guys here, put these guys right here. Alright, let's just get this underway. Now, I didn't actually show this off, but I'll note this guy's got the power transponder. So, I'll note with this thing, you basically, like, will capture, like, you know, capital things like turrets and EMP towers, but, you know, there's none basically here at this point, so that's fine. Alright, you're gonna go after fighters. You're gonna go after the frigates. Ooh, interesting. Note, by the way, there's like a ram-like encounter that's happened in this map where you have like a meteor shower, and basically, like, you know, meteors basically, like, you know, come down, like, hit, like, you know, whatever is basically on the way there. So gotta watch out for it. It can also hit the battleship, by the way, it says right there. So battleships can be hit by like these meteors, so you have to watch out for that. You're flying right there. Now these guys right here, I want to send basically to capture this, like, you know, this thing here, so let's put them right there, and I'll basically start capturing this up with them. And my pillar, of course, will fire at range, right, so that's fine. Oh, that's perfect. I'm going to capture these guys right in a meteor shower. If they're basically in a meteor shower, they're going to get, like, you know, destroyed by it, so... Cool, we caught both of them. And I can see, like, the mirrors basically coming down, blowing up stuff. Actually, this is activate this and go like, that maybe. And you can see, like, down here, basically, you know, showing a capture signal because we're basically showing a capturing their anti-ship battery. Here's my, you know. Oh! Well, that's what battleship shielding can basically do. It can, like, you know, stop an abrupt blow like that hitting or like your ship for like instant damage, but whatever. It is what it is. I don't need to throw this down right now, so let's just leave it alone. Now I can see down there it says basically incoming enemy reinforcements. Basically what's going to happen now is, like, you know, enemy reinforcements are going to show up on a battlefield to, like, you know, essentially deal with me. And I don't know if this is gonna stop this guy like from doing stuff, but you know. I gotta move my like guy away from that right there. Hey, capture this over here, so that's nice. You can attack those guys. Now, basically, how this basically works is that you'll see, like, there's like 2 symbols for incoming reinforcements, and they'll basically like pop in to like basically attack me, give me a chance to. That's basically how they work. Also, down here we got the anti-battleship battery over here. Basically, this is gonna like do some damage when its cooldown basically comes down for like similar to the Impaler. Alright, that's good enough. Let's get this guy to start charging the battleship. Yeah, there's the autocrafter going on, but by the way. Alright, well, basically that that battleship shielding does its thing, right? It basically shields the battleship, and you can see how well it's working. But well. Alright, does some damage to his battleship there, so that'll hurt him a little bit. You know what, you go over here. I'm gonna move this guy a little bit far away just to deal with that guy, so we'll do so. Alright, we can see like the timer down there for when they're gonna come in. Kind of gonna take a battleship, or meteor strike to his ship there, so that's interesting. Guess these fires are here, so we'll just kill them. I probably didn't kill these guys off if I did, but whatever. Alright, here's like some like reinforcement phases pop in. You got some frigates and stuff, so fun stuff is basically happening now. Let's just get you going right there. We're just going to drop this right here, and I'll basically put the that right there, maybe. So we'll just damage this guy off here a little bit. Oh, look at it, we finally blew him up. So there's some scrap. I'll note that the pirate battles are kind of tactically interesting because basically you can see like a whole lot of damage happening to them, but I'll note that the pirate ship is actually kind of weak in itself. They're usually like not armored like the other like battleships as much, so they get destroyed pretty easily, more or less. Let's go to the battleship wreckage right here. An Imperial ship. I was wondering when one of you might show up. I have something that'll interest you. Ask what she has. And what would that be? Oh, just a Kosh transponder. Why would I be interested in that? Because a Kosh transponder will provide a certain invisibility in the presence of other Kosh battleships. Useful if, say, a certain Kosh battleship around here was carrying a small amount of scrap, which I know to be the case. But you'll need a good spy to access the Kosh ship and boost the scrap. Otherwise, it's going to be impossible. Oh, and you'll have to cut me in, of course, say 20%? No, 25%, or I walk. So yeah, basically we're getting a job from this guy, so we do have like the, the spy forts, why not? You could ask Blaze why she doesn't do the job herself. Why don't you sneak onto the Kosh battleship? I'm not exactly spy material. Why not? I'm a klutz, Admiral. There, I said it. You want to do the job or not? My cut's 25%. Let's do the job. Alright, we'll do it. You'd be a fool not to. Sending over the transponder. Don't worry, I'm sending the instructions manual too. And the battleship chorus now. Good luck, Admiral. The transponder is hooked up and ready to go, sir. Sir, I've got the coordinates for the Kosh battleship. On my way now. Sir, the mission went off without a hitch. The Kosh transponder allowed us to get close enough so I could sneak in and grab the scrap. She wasn't kidding. It's a small fortune indeed. Nice work, Admiral. Now, where's my share? There's some scrap. So hooray, let's prepare our mission now. Alright, we got major threats again, but whatever. Now, I don't think I basically have said this yet, but I want to note something about these, like, you know, special officers that we basically have. Something I know about, like, you know, what's really awesome about these guys is that they actually have, like, you know, a lot more HP than, like, the other officers, so... Your regular officers will usually have, like, you know, 6, like, you know, HP, but the special officers will basically have 8, usually, unless they have, like, you know, a perk that basically lowers their, like, health. And because they basically have, like, more skills, they usually get, like, more, like, you know, resources, so... It's really beneficial to have special officers around, basically, for, like, these submissions here, so... Let's all stand position here. It doesn't really matter if I lose any soldiers in this mission, by the way, because, like, you know, we have so many at this point, it doesn't really matter, but whatever. So, there's one loss, whatever. Alright, well, we got through that pretty well. I just got some scrap from the oil factory. Yep, continue on, I want to see everything. Okay, we got nothing from the Battle of Wreckage, but oh well. And there we go. So I basically lost 4 of my soldiers, but you know, he's more or less fine. We got like plenty of scrap for it, so that's fine. Alright, so let's go to the star map and we'll go basically, like, you know, visit this prophet. Scrapper, sir. Seems its hull is damaged. Easy fight if you want it. Incoming message. Don't even think about it. My hull might be damaged, but I have Imperial slaves. Try anything and each and every one dies. Think I'm kidding? See for yourself. Alright, he means that Admiral, try anything and we'll all die. End transmission, sir. You know, I can't remember if we basically did this one already, but you know, essentially I have the specialist basically to, like, you know, get them off the ship and they can attack him, so that's what we're gonna basically do, so. I have the specialist please talk to him. Talk to that Captain Lieutenant, make him see it's in his best interest to release the slaves. Consider it done, sir. Excuse me, I was wondering if I might have a moment of your time. Who are you? The real question is, who are you? And I think I know the answer. How dare you presume to know me, Oberon lover? Oh, are you not a man with a taste for finer things? Well, I am, yes. I'm flattered you noticed, actually. But you're having a hard time maintaining your preferred way of life, aren't you? Work's been a real constraint. I just thought owning slaves would be so easy. You know, all my friends have slaves, but it's actually a lot of work. Well, as luck would have it, Captain, I come to you today with a solution. Go on, Vermin, I'm listening. It's done, sir. The Scalpers agreed to free his slaves. Luckily for us, some of them have common experience and wish to join our cause. You can find them in our corpse. So hooray! More soldiers, I need them, because why not? Now that the slaves are safe and sound, Admiral, it could be an excellent time to attack. So I could attack if I want to, so why not? We're going in crew, time to do a little scrapper hunting. Love me some scrapper hunting. Now, don't bother, this guy is technically, like, you know, damaged, but, you know, it doesn't show any damage, so it's like a real fight for the most part, but whatever. Alright, let's see here. You know, it's fun having, like, the Impaler and stuff, but let's just get the other cruiser basically out in the field. So, we'll get the Basilisk. And, you know what? Let's clobber these guys. We're gonna go in with, like, you know... We'll take the frigate, we'll take, like, you know... These guys, perhaps. And I'll take these guys as well. You're right there. You're gonna go right here. By the way, you have space instability, apparently. Just to throw it out there. So this is another random fact, basically. So any unit going through or being hit by space instability will be teleported at least 4 cells away in any direction. So essentially, we're gonna have like random stuff happen to them. I didn't notice this, but apparently we got ourselves the another random thing over here. We got a nail about repair field. So basically, this will, like, you know, repair guys that are within its field thing. So yeah, basically restores 2 health per second regen for any unit within 4 cells. So tactically important, this thing over here. Alright, let's just get to it, shall we? Some of my fighters go this way. And actually, you can go up this way and send this guy over here. I need to see where his drones go, basically, so... Okay, that's fine, you can go down there. Let's get these guys up here if I can. You can go up here. You can go over here. Now notice he's going to try and capture this with his drone, so... we basically just want to stop that just a little bit. Teleportation, it's a thing. And, well, we teleported next to this guy's boomer drone, so that happens well. Alright, let's go kill these guys, and... let's have this guy attacked over there. I do have a range, basically, of, like, you know, 3 on this guy, so... if I go here, I might be in range of this guy here, so... there we go, that's done. Alright, now, note by the way, it's probably, like, you know, not needed that I need to capture this, but let's just go after it and capture it. Now let's get these guys basically up here. And that's a Tesla field generator, that's fine. Oh heck, I actually teleport this basically up here, so interesting. Let's just drop that right there then. And we're just basically gonna have this guy as, like, you know... let's go like this. There's a little bit of damage to these guys, I guess. We're just gonna heal up my fighter here. I didn't know that the instability actually affects, like, the, like, you know, stuff like this as well, but okay. You're gonna go here, you're gonna go right there. I don't want my stuff getting damaged, right? So... let's get up here with these guys. You know, I'm not even sure, like, this is going to last long enough for me to capture it, but we'll try and capture it. Basically, it just heals your guys with regeneration, that's all it really does, but, you know... well, we put his weapons on fire, I guess. And yeah, we're gonna blow up his battleship really, like, right now, but whatever. There we go, blew up the ship. Alright, so that's basically done. Interesting, so the Omni Force is where the child is, so that's excellent, but whatever. Let's go here. See me ship, sir, but I'm not detecting any activity inside. I fear we're too late. Well, let's attempt to contact the civilian ship. Ozo, see if you can make contact. On it, sir. Sorry, sir, no response. What do you want to do about this ghost ship, sir? Let's do a flyby. Do a flyby, Captain. Looks like it's a ghost ship from here, but let's be certain. On it, sir. It's a ghost ship, alright. Nothing here, sir. No scrap or fuel. Looks like someone beat us to it. Probably one of those despicable scrappers. What do you want to do about this ghost ship, sir? So let's push on. Continue to our next destination. Let's move on. No need to waste any more time. Well, that's unfortunate, but basically didn't get anything here, but, you know, that happens sometimes, so whatever. Right then, let's go talk to the Prophet Child. Here we are, sir. The supposed location of the Neo-End child. What do you want to do? Send a message to the station, Lieutenant. Ready when you are, sir. This is Admiral Idaho of the NS Odysseus. I have come seeking the wisdom of the Neo-End child. Incoming transmission! Admiral Idaho, I've been expecting you. Welcome to my station. I am the 21st Neo-N child of these sectors. The Silent Sisters have ground some Neo-N, and I have stored it into mystical blue powder. Visions fill my mind, even now, as I speak to you. You have come seeking answers. Maybe I can provide some. Go on, what questions do you have? Ask where Mother is. Where is she, child? Where is Mother? You will find Mother near the folder, in the deepest sector of this cluster. She has positioned her warship there in hopes of one day entering other clusters. Her ambitions go far beyond our sectors. It'd be best to avoid her, Admiral. And why is that? Because she will kill you, many times, each time more painful than the last. These are the words of the Neo-N. You have other questions still. Ask who or what shut down the Omnis. Who or what shut down the Omnis in these sectors? I search for an answer. There is a lonely girl with no face. You met her, and you didn't. She is everyone, and she is no one at all. It was she who used the key. Now, I want to know by this probably sounds like gibberish, but this message actually is truthful to what happens in this game, just to throw it out there. So it's worth knowing this message basically for the end plot, so to speak. And yet, search as you will, you'll never find the lonely girl. For space is cold and dark, and the screams within go unheard. These are the words of Neo-N. And basically what this is telling you is that she died. So she basically turned off off the Omnis and then she died. What does she mean? I don't know, Lieutenant. You have other questions still. Ask how to turn the Omnis back on. We know that to save the people of these sectors, we must reactivate the Omnis, but how? It is uncertain if that is possible. But first, the scattered child must become whole again. If that condition is met, and only if, the heir can receive the final answers beyond the far end. And again, this is also another bit of gibberish that does actually play into the part of the game. The scattered child, the answers beyond the far end. I don't understand. I'm only the voice for the words of the Neo-N. I can't also translate their meaning for you. But is there nothing else you can say? Only one more thing. Travel to the end of the clusters and speak to Mother. She can provide you with additional information. That is, if she doesn't kill you first. I'm afraid you do not know all that you need to know to begin your journey. These are the words of Neo-N. You have other questions still. Ask to speak to the Silent Sister. May I speak to the Silent Sister? They do not speak, Admiral. They cannot. They have no tongues. Mother removed them. Alright, so, let's end the conversation here. I have no more questions for you. It's just as well. The effects of the drug are wearing off. Admiral, we must try to save her. She's just a child. Do not try to save me. I occupy this position by choice. Yes, I will not live long. The Neo-N does not allow for that. A cancer rapidly spreads throughout my body. I feel it everywhere. And yet, I have been fortunate in my 11 years. I have seen many great truths of startling beauty and also rush of darkness. But tell me something, Admiral. Yes? What is it like? What do you mean? The Omni on your ship. But how did you know? May I see him? They shut down long before I was born. I have heard stories, and I am curious. Yes, here he is. I don't understand. This is what all the fuss is about? These are the machines who are worshipped as gods? He seems kind of disappointed. I wish you luck, Admiral, and many battleship weapons. In Mother's sectors, you'll find both are needed. Enter end of transmission, sir. Alright, so I want to know, by the way, that, even though it sounds like a whole lot of gibberish from, that, little girl, there is actually a lot of, important little tidbits that she basically, tells you that, do impact, the end of the game. essentially this is a story-based game, and like, you know, you'll basically like see like the stories basically unfolds, and like, you know, it'll basically like, keep going on. But that little bit, like, you know, about like the perpetrator, you won't actually learn that until like, you're like basically like, you know, toward like the very end of the game, even though you get like a hint right now about it. So, you know, I have to say that for story-wise, this game was done pretty well. Just to throw it out there. Alright, so here's an Omni Force. Basically, just being used to upgrade your fighters. And if I want to, basically like, upgrade my fighters to be a little bit better. So, what do I want to do? I could upgrade my Basilisk here, for example. We get more range damage, we could get more speed, more HP on my, like, you know, cruiser. I could go and, like, you know, upgrade, like, you know, this guy here. You get, like, artillery free and you, like, would do more damage. Not a whole lot more, though. We go basically, like, you know, upgrade my prototype here. And this Wraith could be, like, upgraded to be, like, you know, a little bit faster, as well as, like, a little more HP durable. All the things I can upgrade, you know. But you know what? I think what we're going to do here, we're just going to upgrade our best ship. So we'll upgrade the Basilisk. And we'll upgrade basically like the fighter here. And nope, obviously is going to take like all my Omni in to basically do it, leave me with one, but it's fine. Now, I want to upgrade as well, just throw it out there. You can see, like, you know, as like you're upgrading stuff. If you basically want to upgrade your basic stuff, it just costs like a single like fuel, but you know, level 2 basically costs like 2, and like you saw, like the level 3 basically costs like 4 Neo N. So basically, it's very costly to be upgrading your like fighters, but you know, it can be beneficial. Generally, you only need to have like, you know, tier 3 for like a lot of stuff in this game, but you know, having tier 4 is not bad, so I'm okay with that. Alright, so I'm basically going to be fighting Mutter here. Now, I haven't really been upgrading it, but the things that you basically want to upgrade before like you get to like the end boss, like the hull structure as well as like the squad and dock recovery, so we definitely want to upgrade this basically until like this stuff is basically like, you know, a little bit like, you know, less time. That's probably enough right there. I could go like all the way up here, but well, you know what? Let's just make it so this goes up really fast and we'll have a little more XP on our hull. So that's basically how I'm going to spend my like scrap here. I could have like additional like, you know, hull structures, but you know, having really fast respawning like squads is actually pretty good for like the, you know, the scrappers. So we'll go with that, like, you know, sort of like, you know, prospect instead. Let's go fight Mutter. Here's the boss. It's Mutter's battleship, sir, and this cluster's folder. Incoming transmission. Look at you in your shiny Telos battleship. So cute. As First Admiral of the Empire, in the name of Oberon, I demand. Demand? You demand nothing, Admiral. I don't know what hole you've been hiding in, but we're free now from the old man Oberon and his metallic gods. We'll restore those sectors once more to a natural state, Mutter, whether you surrender or not. Whether I surrender? Ha! You are too much. Not much longer, and you'll be my plaything. I can't wait to get close to you. Now, don't bother, her battleship looks a little bit different, but you know, it's essentially just like any other like battleship basically you've fought. Well, except for like the fact that it has like a better hull. Now, I want to basically think, the basic thing about like these like boss fights is that essentially like, you're just fighting like a normal like, you know, battleship, but they'll basically have like this like sort of like, you know, debuff basically you have to watch out for down here. So here's Call to Arms. Every 80 seconds there's going to be like incoming reinforcements basically coming to the battle, so essentially she's going to have like, you know, additional like guys kind of like pirates do. And of course she also has the Core Blaster because, like, you know, why not? More Core Blasters are always fun. Tier 4 like squadrons, but you know, that's fine, we can deal with those easily enough. I guess for the most part I'm kind of happy with myself, so let's just get this underway. Put those guys right there. Put the bastards right here. Let's just get this underway. Oh yeah, by the way, she basically has access to Brood Force, basically like, you know, her scrap squadrons basically are like, you know, a quarter health as opposed to like, you know, half. And of course she has like, you know, a single officer basically to like make her strong, like, you know, do more damage to like full HP guys like this, but whatever. Alright, you can go up here. Go right there. Let's get you right here. Go this way. The cruiser can go here. Let's go like this. I'm not basically the thing about this that you want to just attack like, you know, attack, 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 so to speak. We're gonna get over here. Alright, now that she does have access to this, but that only, like, you know, affects me if, like, you know, she actually has something to deploy, so... There we go, one shot to basically to her hull there. Now, she might actually use this to blow up my guy, so I have to watch out for that, but, you know... I think she used it, I'm not really sure. If she did, she barely did any damage to me, so that's fine. Get a little bit closer, of course, and as we keep attacking. Not sure if this is going to do anything, but let's just drop this right here. Right there, rather. You guys pop over here, please. We'll just basically, like, you know, play it right there. Oh! Alright, well, that shows how dangerous Boomer Drone is going to be. It just, you know, instantly blew up that, like, you know, stealth fire I had, but well, that's fine. That's going to happen. Alright, it's just attack and attack and attack, so keep it up. So many hulls to go through on Mars battleship, but my ships are pretty strong, so that's fine. Let's just put this here defensively, I guess. Well, there goes that. And these guys are just coming out to help us, just to, you know, defend my guys, I guess, so. Oh, my guy got caught in the field here, so that's not great. But whatever, let's just attack and attack and attack as I keep doing this. I might be able to beat the Call of Arms, which is interesting, but whatever. We'll wait on this actually until this guy drops down. Now this guy's actually gonna get damaged when he basically attacks me, so. No problem, my weapons are actually getting recharged faster because I basically have access to this here, so I'm actually benefiting from him attacking me here, but whatever. Let's get the Impaler out. This is like the good point where it's like, you know, he's just going to attack at range and like he'll win that way. If at all needed. And let's just drop this guy here. I might still be able to kill this, like, you know, with these guys up here, so. There we go. Alright, so. It's funny. I always thought I'd die from Neo-M poisoning, not at the hands of an Imperial Admiral in a post-Imperial universe. Finish me off, Admiral. What are you waiting for? Ask why she terrorized these sectors. Why have you waged terror in these sectors? Do you have any idea what life was like here before it shut down? You nobles with your omnis. You never did care how the other 99% lived. You didn't care because we were the ones who did the dirty work. The jobs in your mines and factories that you believe were far too beneath you and your precious beloved machines. I did those jobs, Admiral, for years, and so did my parents and their parents before them. Your kind promised us a chance to be rich, a chance to own an Omni one day, a chance to rise. Lies. Nothing but lies. And all those lies were a bomb waiting to go off. That bomb went off the day the Omni shut down. I'm sorry you did not live as you dreamed. I am, but that doesn't condone what you've done in these sectors. You're right, it doesn't. What can I say? The violence once started, I discovered I liked it. You have other questions, don't you, swine? Well, I didn't actually notice this, but you actually see she's actually her background's been damaged, so you can see her tanks is broken over here. It looks like she's got some injuries on her now. Her chair or throne is basically damaged. But whatever. Ask why she shut the armies down in these sectors. Why did you do it? Why shut the armies of the shut down the armies of the Outer Rim? The armies? Ugh. That's all anyone wants to talk about. Why not talk about the injustice the Empire created, the absurdity of a system that revolved around pieces of metal? Surely remember, Admiral, that the cost of one army was more than a person like me, a miner, could make in a lifetime. Why don't we talk about that instead? But as much as you want to think I shut the armies down and know how to turn them back on again, I didn't and I don't. I benefit when they crashed, yes, but I didn't crash them myself. How can you expect me to believe you? A thief, an enslaver, a murderer. Believe what you want, Admiral. It makes no difference to me. Ask who or what did shut down the armies down. Then tell me, Mother. If it wasn't you, who or what did shut them down? I can't say, and to be honest, I don't care. Besides, if I knew something, why would I tell you? Because we're dying, all of us, noble or not. And if we don't turn the machines on soon, it will be too late. Maybe humans should die, Admiral. Every single one of us. You ever think of that? But on second thought, I will offer you a clue. I never liked them anyway. Who? The Church of Singularity. Just like your kind, they too have spread lies and made many false promises. The Church of Singularity? Years ago, just after the shutdown, I tortured a missionary trapped in these sectors. He told me the Church had a plan to free the Omnis. It was his opinion that they succeeded in doing so. Why did he tell you this? He was desperate. He thought telling me it might save his life. It did not. Why would the Church of Singularity want to free the machines? I don't know, Admiral. That's for you to figure out. You have other questions, but don't you, swine? Ask if she knows anything about you. Do you know who I am? I do not Imperial, nor do I care. You have other questions, don't you, swine? Alright, let's end the conversation. Surrender, Mother. You don't have to die. Not today. I might as well. The way I see it, today is a good day as any other. So you've beaten me, and now these sectors are safe once more. Wait, I just remembered. The armies are still shut down. Are still down, and you're still stuck in the Outer Rim because you don't have an Omni to use this folder. You're trapped here, and you and your crew will die from starvation or disease, just like everyone else. You're wrong. Imperial ships and Omnis will arrive, Mother. Alberon will see to it. Wait, are you telling me you think these are active Omnis in clusters beyond this one? What? What do you mean? Oh, Admiral, the Omnis have shut down everywhere, in all clusters. I don't believe you. That would mean other Imperial clusters are as chaotic and violent as this one. Believe it. If there were active Omnis, don't you think they would have fixed the fold net by now? It's been 20 years. Your empire is finished, Admiral. I won't listen to this anymore. Lean, get her and put her in the brig. Sorry, Admiral, but I'm not going to let that happen. I spent most of my life controlled by Imperial forces. I refuse to die that way too. End of transmission, sir. Kaboom.